What is mandatory authority? Have you ever wondered what it means when a court has to follow certain laws or decisions? This concept is known as mandatory authority, and it plays a vital role in the legal field. Mandatory authority refers to any law or legal decision that a court must adhere to when making its rulings. This type of authority is binding, meaning that courts cannot simply choose to ignore it. In law school, especially in courses focused on legal research and writing, grasping the concept of mandatory authority is essential for analyzing court opinions and constructing legal arguments. So, where does this authority come from? It originates from primary sources of law, which include constitutions, statutes, and judicial decisions. For instance, the United States Constitution serves as mandatory authority for all courts across the nation. On the other hand, state constitutions are only mandatory authority within their respective states. Additionally, laws passed by legislatures and regulations created by government agencies are also considered mandatory authority, as long as they apply to the court's jurisdiction. When we talk about judicial decisions, the principle of vertical stare decisis comes into play. This principle means that decisions made by higher courts are mandatory authority for lower courts within the same jurisdiction. To illustrate, a federal district court is required to follow the rulings from the federal circuit court above it. Similarly, a state trial court must adhere to decisions made by its state's appellate and Supreme Courts. However, decisions from courts in different jurisdictions do not hold mandatory authority. They may be persuasive, but they are not binding. In the realm of legal research and writing, students must distinguish between mandatory and persuasive authority. Only primary sources can be classified as mandatory authority. Secondary sources, like law review articles or legal treatises, do not qualify as mandatory authority. In cases where there is no mandatory authority on a specific issue, which is often referred to as a case of first impression, courts may look to persuasive authority for guidance. From the perspective of law school, especially in court opinion analysis, recognizing mandatory authority aids students in understanding why certain arguments carry more weight than others. When drafting briefs or analyzing cases, students should always cite mandatory authority to support their positions. This practice is practical and directly applicable to assignments and exams in legal research and writing courses. Mandatory authority serves as the foundation of legal reasoning. It shapes how courts make decisions and how law students tackle legal challenges. By concentrating on binding sources, students learn to build arguments that are firmly rooted in the law, increasing their chances of success in real-world legal practice.